All right, so yes, I did that on purpose. But we're here at location. We're about to shoot this Airbnb. This is a beautiful neighborhood, nice and quiet, beautiful, beautiful home. I've usually when I come here or it comes to these, I'll immediately go in before I get any gear out the car. I'll immediately go in, take a look around just to kind of get an idea on if I need to open the blinds and windows and all that stuff as far as lighting. I did go in, but I didn't take a look yet. We're gonna shoot out here first, and we're first gonna go ahead and try to see if we can get some drone stuff. So there's tons of trees around here. This is absolutely not idea for any drone stuff typically, but we're gonna go ahead and make it happen. I can already kind of see, like, so I know that I won't be able to get any nice drone stuff here, but if I come over here to this side, this would actually look pretty cool because I got a good amount of clear up top here, and so that'll still look like a cool shot. So we're gonna go ahead and try Nathan's, which I only have a couple of different ND filters for this. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just sun glass for your lens. That way you can get the right exposure on everything. And this is the thing. Out here, because of the tree coverage, I'm not really super worried about needing an ND anyhow, and it's not video, so still kind of doesn't matter a whole lot. But what I like about his drone over mine is that it's smaller, and so I believe it's going to fit better within this area. We got Nathan on a drone here, and what we're shooting for in that frame, we want to get that house pretty much directly in there. And I really like what's happening with the leading lines, with the trees around it and things like that. Everything's kind of drawing the attention. I mean, there's a good amount of blockage still, but nonetheless, you know, that's a part of this process with flying in this area. You can see that it's super dark here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn these settings onto bracketing, and then that way we're able to make sure, I'm going to put it on 3. We're able to go ahead and get the most out of our image, the dynamic range. Want to definitely go ahead and level our image here. So my f-stop is at 2.8. I really want it to go wide. I'm gonna go wide on it because I want to get more in focus. I want more of my image in focus. And usually for these, I stick right about 8.0. I'm gonna take my shutter speed down. I mean, it's on a tripod also, so there's not gonna be any blur anyway. So we're about ready to go ahead and take some of our first shots. As you see, I'll hit the shutter button here, and it'll take a series of different images at different exposures to be able to get the best look once I go to editing. Boom. So that's good. I just kind of slightly look at it, and I'm okay with that. We're going to move over to this way. We're gonna go directly centered up with the door, as centered as we can. And what I like about this house already, that it's already given me from here, is that it's giving me this nice, beautiful frame, like this natural frame that's happening with the trees. I love it. Now you're probably wondering what am I gonna do if you wanna see, so you see the big pieces of wood? She's like, well, maybe we could just move them. Now we're gonna definitely move them. We're gonna move them in post. Usually if it's something that I feel like would be an absolute challenge to try to get rid of, I'll go on and deal with it. But in something like that, it's like it's in a few images, I'll get rid of it and edit it or two. So even though I'm shooting off to the side at an angle, I'm still making sure that I'm keeping my door in the center of the frame. There's something there that happens subconsciously to the human brain in that. The focus is, boom, it's here. All right, that's cool. So we're gonna go ahead and reset. We're gonna grab our camera bag, and then we're gonna go inside and start shooting some of the other stuff. All right, come with me. All right, so we're starting upstairs, which I love to do whenever I'm shooting these. I like to be able to start top down. One reason is it gives me an opportunity to be able to make sure I don't forget anything from going top down. But also I like doing that because, as you can see, right now I think it's a little after 10 a.m. The sun isn't quite as high as I want it to be to give me the proper light downstairs lower. It's gonna give me some up here, and so that's why I like to do that. So as you see the room here, First thing I'm gonna do is I'll come in, if the blinds ain't open, I'll open those up. 9 times out of 10, straighten them up as best as I can. I'll come in and, you know, sometimes if I need to, I'll adjust bedding and stuff like that, just kind of little things. And, you know, that leads me to the point of, as you do these, you know, just whatever it is that you're doing, as we do these, we like to make sure that we don't operate from a standpoint of, it's not my job. As far as we're concerned, hey, as long as it's not surgery, if we come on your project, we like to make sure that we're there to help with whatever it is that you need. If you need me to straighten the bed, if you need me to carry something, I'll carry something. You know, many of you may not know, but I got a history in cleaning. And so it actually really does come in handy. It's amazing on how many different skill sets that you may have had in a completely different career or job, whatever, that really does come in handy later on when you're doing something else. As you can see also, a lot of the times when I do these, I actually don't like to have the lights on in the space, especially when it's this tungsten. But in this one situation, as you can see, if I was to turn, if I was to turn it out, it'll be way too dark for what I'm shooting for in here. If it was daylight, I'm extremely happy to use it. So we'll come to the furthest corner. Now I'm gonna shoot this way. You know, I grew up, both my parents believed in discipline. And so I grew up to where we used to have to stand in the corner for discipline sometimes. Let's see. No skill unwasted. You want to make sure that you get every angle, because when it comes to later on, you may run into a situation where your client is like, hey, do you have an angle of the such and such? You're like, oh my gosh, I don't. You could kind of see down at the bottom of the mattress, you could, on the white, you can see some of the blues. That ain't what you want. That's a lot of the reason why I don't like using these tungsten lights when it comes to doing these spaces. One of the things that I have the option to do is over here with my curtains or with my blinds, I'm actually gonna leave those shut. The main reason I'm gonna leave those shut is because there's curtains there, which actually brings interest. As you can see, I'm leaving my bathroom door open on purpose because I wanna make sure that it looks inviting. So for this angle here, or for this shot, I'm definitely gonna have to do some editing. As you can see, to your natural eye, you can't really see it, but look here in the camera here, as best as you can. So you see our mixtures of colors of our light. This blue here, I'm gonna have to frame and mask all that to get that to end up matching with this. Okay, so now we're switching gears a little bit. We're gonna, because this is an Airbnb, we're gonna take just a few vignette shots of this space, just kind of show little details, just to make it look cool, make it seem inviting. And so pretty much everything is gonna be just closer up. So for instance, like with the towels here, I'm gonna take an image there. I'll come over, you see the, whatever that plant is, we'll take like tighter shots of that. You know, we may even grab this live, laugh, love, things like that. The pillow, I'll get a tight shot of that. Just little details. So you could even see through the mirror here, like you see that frame? Mm-hmm. Like, I love that. And it's gonna give me some of the bathroom sink, and it's gonna have a cool look to it. All right, y'all, so we just wrapped up with this Airbnb. It took a little longer than I thought because the house is very deceiving from the outside. This house is huge, but I'm excited about what we got. I'm excited about the decor. Shout out to Summer for doing this one. This is an amazing house, and anybody that get a chance to stay in here is gonna be excited to do so. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be continuing to post this.